Hello, Cancer. Let's do your May reading. I am going to use the Crow Oracle deck for 2 cards, and then we'll use Tarot to clarify. It's been working pretty well so far. Gone through Aries. I want to remind everybody to watch the shouldering, the bookending signs for you, especially if you're towards the end of your or the beginning of your sun sign. You want to watch the signs adjacent, and you also want to watch your moon sign for sure. And then it wouldn't hurt if you watched everything to see what resonates with you, because it's really much more complicated than just your sun sign. All right. And there's always this sort of extra detail that you might get. So if you feel inclined to watch a Aries reading and you're a Scorpio, do it. Cross-watching's fun too. Okay. Just saying. All right. Cancer. Let's get a couple of cards for you. Remember that no reading comes out of a vacuum, and all readings are influenced by the reader as well as the time in which they're pulled. We've got fragility already, I can feel. There might be a little bit more emotional moments than your previous couple. There's a little struggle here. Okay. Yeah. Well, wrath and distraction. Wow. That's strong, Cancer. That is strong, considering you're one of my shouldering signs. Good times right there. Listen, yeah, there's some fragility. It's more, it's not as bad as you think it is, though. This is very much your reaction, but it's not as bad as that. And I think, no, hold on. Let me, Cancer. You know, somebody's gotta go watch your moon sign. While I shuffle, go watch your moon sign, okay? All right. So we have been talking a little bit about, and I'll just clue you in a little bit, how like this spring has been different than many, many springs that we might have experienced. You might you notice like there's flowers and the temperature's warming up and that type of thing. But in terms of the energy that's around us, it is not like previous years. And you might not even notice that because there's so much fucking shit going on. And we're getting out and back into very weird energies that are sort of pulling our focus and attention away from what it needs to be toward. So, distraction. But if you pay attention, you'll notice that there's something about these energies that now we're moving into summer too. But spring wasn't the beautiful, beatific, exciting, sexy, fun spring, frolicking in the neighborhood, smelling the flowers kind of spring. It was a setup to future experiences, challenges, rewards that I would argue are not even coming up yet. May is part of that too. May is part of our experience towards something more. But we're getting closer. If some of us get partially rewarded in May, we might not even notice. Okay, so we have the Page of Pentacles on the bottom. I do think a lot of this could do with work. Sorry, for those of you not watching, we have the Three of Pentacles. This is the Page of Cups, and yeah, the Eight of Cups. I don't get this a lot for you, Cancer. I don't. This isn't something that comes up regularly, so I'll kind of break it down to you. God damn. Your balance between work and home, I don't think you're going to like it. I don't think you're going to like it at all. For somebody who likes to be home, for somebody who loves to be surrounded by people they love, I would give you a recommendation that as much as you can, you make your work family, and I use that term cringing, you make your work relationships more loving and stronger. That would be my recommendation to you. So you are not going to be able to invest the time and the care and the concern and the cuddling and the moments on the couch and the TV and the smooches in the hallway. You're not going to be able to really experience that probably as much as you want this month. You're going to be at work. You're going to be at work, and there's other things coming, but I kind of don't want to. You need to galvanize your spirit, and I think the best way to do that, since you're going to be working so much, see how I'm all just tangled up. I am just not. I hate breaking bad news. So what I'm going to say is to galvanize your spirit, to make you strong enough to handle the challenges coming down the pike, I would recommend that, and this will serve two purposes, okay? I would recommend that you really work hard at your work relationships. Because being in challenging situations where you're not able to spend as much time with the people that you love might set you off. We don't want that to happen. We want you to be even more kind, loving, and compassionate, considerate to those people you work with. So what I would recommend is you really think hard about your work people, what they like, who they are, and you put some energy into feeding them, nourishing them instead of your home family. Just a little, just shift a little bit of that over. So, there might be particular diets that some of your work people are on, and you buy them cookies, or you might know that somebody is learning about a particular topic and you get them a book on it, or you ask them questions about it. You know what I mean. Shift that focus and concern to the people that you work with. It's going to help you still feel that sense of place and that sense of care. And it will also grease the wheels at work, because rather than go off at them because you're working so much, you're away from the people you love, they'll start saying nice things about you to other people, and just try it, okay? Make a real effort. I the other I'm just going to say there is another benefit to this as well. you're going to have a much larger support network if something happens. Okay? That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. All right? Think, how can I improve my how can I pay attention to people around me at work? I know so-and-so likes art. Let me go ahead and get her some art supplies, or let me learn a little bit about art, or let me just look at her website. Let me buy lunch for everybody. Let me just hang back and talk to somebody about something. You just need to build those relationships. Okay. All right. Okay. Cancer. Oh, it's really, I know you don't. I know you just want to curl up and piddle around the house and then curl up and watch a movie with your spouse or your kids or your dog or whatever. And you just want to, I know you'd rather clean your house and, and hang out and look at your plants, garden a little bit. I get it, but you can't. Okay. You're going to have to work. You're going to have to work. So get that team behind you. Try and make your work experience feel as fulfilling as your home experience. It's not going to get there 100%, but you can get the close. Okay? Just saying. No. I shuffled these, but then I said too much, and now, okay, distraction. Yeah, clearly I'm distracted. Okay. Distraction. Oh, why is it here? We got the five of swords has been present on, I think, every single reading so far. A little bit of trying to think of every single five of cards in every single deck. Shit. The Fool. The bottom. This isn't what I want. Seven of Pentacles, Six of Wands, Four of Cups. Yeah, this isn't what I want. I think I don't want that to be your mantra, because I think you want to start some new things, and I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Free will is what it is, but I would recommend that you look real closely when you're distracted by greener pastures, when you're distracted by whether it's another job offer, whether it's seriously, whether it's an affair, whether it's, like, let's say you'll get a little too close and comfortable to someone in the office or on the work site, and yeah, I'd be careful about that. Okay. I mean, I'm not judging anybody. It's just, I think the distractions could make it worse. Obviously. Yeah, because the Six of Wands and the Four of Cups is so close. They're so close and they're so tied together. It's like you won't even be able to determine if this works out for good or for bad if you get distracted. The universe won't either. It's just going to kind of fall wherever the fuck it falls. Excuse my French. So a bit of a warning from the universe. Be careful how you start things. Be careful, especially if you're distracted by a new beginning of some kind. because you could have you could see it in a light that doesn't exist. Like you could say, oh, this is, this is my reward. I get to, I'm gonna start, let's say a new relationship with someone at work, and that's my reward for doing all of this hard work and getting, I be careful about that. um, and then with the Four of Cups, like what you see coming in as a new beginning isn't necessarily so. There are some things you are not seeing fully and clearly. So I think, like, when we get distracted, we lose focus from where we should be focused, obviously, but then we don't see it right either. It's like looking out the window at a squirrel, like squirrel, looking out the window. And then it's not a squirrel, it's a freaking crow, or vice versa. We get distracted. We lose everything that we've built. Somebody else comes along and takes away all the hard work that we've done. I'm sorry. I'm not saying that you won't have great moments in the month of May. Okay. You carve out your own moments, and you bring your relationships to your work people closer, and then you'll see some reward. I am going to pull extra for you, not bridging. Okay. Not bridging energies, but just I just want to see, well, what happens. Listen to me. I'm like, but what happens if Cancer is able to successfully have these glow ups at work and really care and compassion for their folks at the job site, or at the restaurant, or wherever they're working? What if they invest all that? What if they keep their selves undistracted and they really focus, and they're able to have more of a work life balance than maybe was carved out for them? What if they do that? Where are we? Let's give them a little hope, universe. Let's show them what's around the corner. It's a scary corner. Show them what's possible. Okay. Page of Wands. Look, y'all. Okay. It's the right time. It's the right time. And everything that you manifested has potentiality. What else? Coming into your true power, coming into your true resonance, greater relationship with the universe, stronger relationship with allies, able to give all of the love. If you found yourself combative at work, do you think you are your highest and best self? Okay, this is putting you on a trajectory towards highest and best self, ready for everything, ready to accept those nominations for Boss of the Year. And the Knight of Wands. Maybe then you can start something. It's very powerful. That's your reading. I hope y'all watched the whole thing so that you got to the end, so that you get to see what this is all about and how worth it is. And if you did, congratulations, and like this video, because I want to see how many of you got to the end. And I don't think it's going to be a lot. And so if you only watch the first 15 minutes of this, you're going to be disgruntled. No, I'm sorry. You should watch till the end. Okay. Love y'all. This is necessary. It's like ripping a Band-Aid off. Building skill sets is not easy, but right now is the time to do it. All right. I would watch this video a few times, as a matter of fact. Keep yourself on track. These things start coming up. Be very aware. All right. Love you guys. Bye.